Oh.
You feel that?
Yeah. Oh. Jesus. Do you feel that in your fingertips when you do that?
I'm very excited to have my new friend Kahari here, and he's got such an interesting background, both with pain and painting.
Yeah.
Look at me, like rhyming stuff.
goodness.
That's horrible. Take two. He's an artist here in New York City, but you also follow my YouTube, I guess.
Yeah,
Is that how you found us?
the YouTube. Watching for a long time, years now, actually.
Tell us a little bit about your work, because when I saw his work, I love art, and I love what you're putting up on Instagram, and we're going to show some pictures here you could see.
Getting the stained glass work I was doing.
7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah. That's kind of where a lot of my pain is coming from. My practice is a mix of ocean, lake, and river water mixed with ink, added into figurative expressionist work. And so there's a mix of figure, but there's a mix of abstraction, and then the ocean water kind of being the in-between that combines everything together.
There's also other deeper themes in there too.
Yeah, so for the deeper themes, it's really a lot about history, connection, because the water I'm not just getting from anywhere. I'm getting the water from places where slave ships have been found, the first and last place. I'm getting water from the Combahee River, which is dedicated to Harriet Tubman. I'm getting water
in South Carolina.
And, yes. Also water from Senegal, from West Africa. So that's also in the water. So it's a whole story.
That's an important piece of it, because you're also connecting that part of history and that type of human condition.
Yeah.
And you could see that in his work. You could see how deep the work is. It's not just visual abstract. There's a lot in there. From a clinical point of view, I do work with a lot of artists. I've been taking care of the ballet for 20 some odd years, New York City Rockettes for over 20 years.
Having my whole top jaw broken. Basically, a boy hit me in the mouth with his head as we were colliding to get a basketball.
How old are you?
I was like 14. And so he collided, head hit me, whole jaw caved in, and the teeth didn't want to fall out, so they just stuck, and so I had to get them all re-pushed back in its place, and then a metal bar across the top.
So let's get started. We're going to do some work.
Right.
All right. We're going to just do a little everything today, okay?
Right.
And I can feel the tension up here. Like right in here, it's really tight. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
This is the area, the upper traps, the rhomboids that are going to be affected. The levator scapula. This is levator scapula. Feel how tight those are. And they're affected by anybody that keeps their arms in the air throughout the day through the type of work that they do, which is you. So you were saying before that you do have days that you're from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah, at least for the past couple of months. But a lot of the work is actually made when I'm not there. Because I work with water, I have to wait for it to all dry, and so basically the work is making itself when I'm not even in the studio.
Because that process changes the consistency of it, right? By using seawater?
Yes. So it's kind of like a partnership, or at least I think about it like a partnership.
That's super cool. Do you have any water that you have your eyes on right now? Meaning like, I want to get my hands on that water.
Yeah,
like on your bucket list.
For sure.
Little pun there because we're talking about water. But your bucket list of water you want to get your hands on.
A couple countries in West Africa for sure, but then also some of the islands, and then also kind of in the Keys as well. Like different locations where, there's so much kind of unknown history. I did a trip in Florida and found out about it's called the Saltwater Railroad. So like the Underground Railroad, except for in Florida, the people didn't travel north, they traveled to the Bahamas.
Oh, so they got out of the continental United States.
Yeah, and went to the island.
All right, so I'm just, you could feel the pressure I'm putting on you, right?
Yeah.
I'm leaning in my whole body weight up here. So what I did is I kind of tenderized the tightness.
Yeah.
And got it kind of ready. So here we go. Ready? Big breath in and blow it out.
Oh!
You feel that?
Yeah!
Big breath in and blow it out.
Yeah. This is what I see on the videos, and I understand.
Good. Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Big breath in and blow it out. I'm gonna come under this way. Tilt your head. Big breath in.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for that. Oh. Jesus. Do you feel that in your fingertips when you do that?
How'd that feel?
Fantastic. I've gone to massages to try to like get them to, make it not as bad, but massages just don't do it.
All right, more. Come back to the table.
Great.
Feel that crack a little bit in the ankle? So now we're into the Y strap, okay? Drop your head. Big breath in and blow it out.
Oh!
It's slipping, we got it though.
Yeah! Woo.
Just want to see if there's another one on this side. All right.
Definitely more. Wow.
More. I'm thinking maybe you should do the cranial facial release today, the balloon, because of your face injury when you were 15 years old.
Yeah.
Do you feel that crack?
Yeah.
Good, so come on this side. And also, you said you do have some breathing issues, snoring issues probably at night, right?
Yeah.
Where someone else is mentioning it to you?
Oh my goodness, yes, my girlfriend.
Does you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, you're gonna do one on the right, one on the left.
Right.
You feel the pressure, it's over in about a second.
Yeah.
Once I have the balloon back there, you're gonna take a big breath in and hold. It'll look like this. Try it.
Okay.
That's it. And I like that your mouth open and closed so I could see that.
Yeah.
Because that triggers me to go.
Okay.
And it's over in a second. So to do this, we give you floppy.
Floppy?
To hold on to. Now floppy is 27 years old because we gave it to my daughter when she was born 27 years ago.
Oh goodness.
And that's how old my daughter is.
Oh goodness.
But since
Lost
she
his
doesn't
ear.
use floppy every day, I asked if I could bring floppy into the office. Okay, so here it comes. Good, and wait. Now go. Close your lips. You did it. Did you hear a crack or separate?
I don't know what I heard. Okay, yeah. That's interesting.
What's different?
What's different is the way I hear. I would have expected that. Yeah, like my ear opened up.
Oh, good. So here's the next one, okay? You're very
Okay.
brave. It's hard to do this. There we go. Big breath in and close your lips.
Oh.
So come sit up now. Like, was
Yeah.
that wacky or what?
I've never had anything like that. It was insane.
And you've had a lot of experience.
I've had a lot of experiences, nothing like that.
Now, what I want to do in the future is combine this with salt water.
So you want to kill me?
What was your favorite part today? Was it the neck adjustment or the Y strap, or was it the balloon, or?
Definitely the neck adjustment. That was
Yeah.
one thing that I've been having to deal with for a long time, and it was like immediately like, yeah.
Stand up for a second and move your upper body around a little bit, like roll your shoulders.
Yeah.
And just see what your neck and shoulders feel like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So someone like him, chiropractic's not a one-off procedure. So, we talked a little bit when you arrived that sometimes people need a few adjustments because it took years for their bodies to develop some of these patterns of stress. And he's invited back. So nice to have you here today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
A lot of respect.
Appreciate it.
Had your neck.
Yep.
What difference is that from last time?
It's a lot better, crazy amount better. It's like 90% better than it ever has been. Yeah, it was one of those things where it was my first adjustment, so I didn't really know how it was going to go, but it definitely changed the way I felt a lot. I'm really loose.
Yeah.
Like crazy loose.
And then what have you noticed different at work? So you went to the studio to do your art.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy because a lot of the work that I do is kind of looking down because all of my work has like water or glass in it. So I have to like look at either my canvas or cut glass like kind of in this position. And there used to be so much strain from like the middle of my back to like the top of my neck, but I kind of just thought I needed to roll my shoulders back. But then I got to the studio and it was like, oh, this is actually how my body's supposed to feel. And so it was so much easier to just kind of do stuff and like move around without thinking so much about like, oh, let me make sure I like roll my shoulders because I'm like feeling aches and pains. And yeah, it just felt so much better, as well as like picking up stuff or doing any little things.
The main reason you came was when you work, you notice your body hurts.
Yeah.
So we want to see a difference, not just sitting at home watching TV, but in the workplace where you really need your body to be at its best.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for watching this today.
Oh, thank you.